So, generally speaking, if you were Spanish in Spain, how would your funeral be? There's pretty much the same rule all the way through. It is quite quick, it's cultural, it's not necessary, it's not legal, it's just the way it's been done. And to be honest with you, a lot of it should be blamed to the funeral directors, because the funeral directors are actively hurrying it up and there's no need for it. I personally wish that people would slow down. You make better decisions, you're less emotional, you're more in control, you'll make decisions that in that time that could affect your well-being mentally in the future. So I think time should be taken. And if you're Spanish, and if you were to die at, for instance, it's 3 o'clock this afternoon. So let's take it for instance, I'm going to die now. If I'm at home or in a hospital, then normally what would happen is a doctor would come, or an ambulance would come, certify death, and the funeral director would take over. If I was Spanish, it would be very normal for me to go to what's called a sala, which is basically a viewing room. And that's where I would wait, either with an open casket or a closed casket or coffin or whatever. And I would probably wait there till about this time tomorrow. And then I would have a service, and then I will be buried or cremated. And that's how it works. The sala experience, again, is quite Spanish. It's a viewing room. The perception always was that the more you love that person, the longer you would stay in that room with that body, or maybe even not leave. I know salas that have bedrooms attached to them, so the husband, the wife, the family can actually stay next to the body till the service takes place. And if you're not Spanish, that may sound weird, but that's what it is. In terms of paperwork, now everything's digital in Spain. It's literally the next day. I can generate death certificates from major cities in an hour. That's all the licensing, everything correct, everything up to date, finished in an hour. If I drop the paperwork off at 11, I can have it by 12. Spain is incredibly efficient. However, it's not for everyone. And that's the funeral director's responsibility. That's for someone like me, if it's an expat, if it's a foreigner, if it's whatever, to slow it down, to fit what they expect culturally, so I don't do mental or physical damage to them. And that's a big responsibility for funeral directors in Spain. And I really, truly wish that more of them realise that.